Hello everybody, this is Stephanie here. This wish is inspired by all the Chinese translators I came across who translated the teachings so accurately in speech and in writing. I was reminded of what mental qualities are needed for such accuracy. One of it is clarity. Added to it is understanding, aka wisdom. In other words, the mind has to be a wisdom mind for the translation to come out accurately and precisely. And of course, other factors are taken into consideration too. So for the mind to be trained that way, I was also being reminded of what makes the mind teachable, what makes you a student that can be taught. It is not by being a scholar, extraordinarily smart student, or a graduate from Harvard, but having an open mind that enables the mind to be teachable. When I came to this journey, this was one of the earliest shifts that has taken place. The mask of a good Buddhist was lifted, the badge of a meditator was taken down, the label of being in the Theravada tradition also dropped off. And that's where the mind is open to Jay's teaching and to the exposure of other bodhisattvas. And this is where I begin to understand what the Buddha meant when he said spiritual friendship is the whole, W-H-O-L-E, of the holy life. He said when a monk has admirable people as friends, he will develop right view, right intention, right speech, and all the other right things in the Noble Eightfold Path. In other words, when a monk has admirable people as friends, he will develop the Noble Eightfold Path. So I used to read this a lot, and this is one of my favorite discourses, but I actually didn't get it until I came to the journey that points to the mind. So when he used the word noble, it is not for fun, and he is not coming from my teaching is noble and other teachings are not noble. But this nobility is used when this universal understanding is being tasted, in which anyone who tasted it can confirm that it tastes like that. It is like that one. And speaking of being a student, I guess why teacher says he didn't see himself as a teacher is because he didn't see us as students. And I guess he probably sees himself as a student too. I mean, all of us are really student of life, student of all these things. So it is just due to respect and my upbringing that I just couldn't call someone just by the name. And is that why Jay wanted us to see him and the Holy Spirit as a brother, as friends? When he said that, it gels with the spiritual friendship the Buddha said. So I really like to thank teachers and everyone here for being that admirable friend, which makes this community a really practicing community, and I really gain so much support from this community. I thank the most important people, which is my parents, in particularly my mom, because she insisted to send all of us to Chinese school and she didn't allow us to quit. When I look back, the training in the Chinese school is mold the mind in a way that somehow it is one of the supportive conditions to listen to the Dharma and also to appreciate the teaching when it comes in Chinese. It is because of going to Chinese school, being exposed to Chinese language and the culture and knowing the Chinese characters, and then it makes the appreciation even richer. Hence, that's where I find that it is really my mom who I really want to thank. My aspiration for the new year is to be teachable, that this mind will not be forsaken from being taught. This is the last thing I want to happen, which means not being taught at all. I wish that the mind will not be forsaken from being taught, being guided, being reminded that learning is always its purpose and function here. So thank you everybody, and wishing you a happy new year, a good new year.